All right, we're back. We're back. We got them waiting. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this game. Oh, I already know I got my hands full. Let's go. Let's see if we can make this a decent game. Dang, that wind was blowing hard, so I gotta make sure I stay in front of that. There you go. Good luck to me, fellas. Good luck to me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Brooklyn Barons and the London Black Knights.
Well, at least we starting off on defense. That could be a good thing and a bad thing. We know we don't want McGee to touch
just
it.
about time to get the party started. And
We
we
know
are
that
underway
much.
here in London. Pulls it in at the 13. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this
why
will
you couldn't stay
fortunately
in?
wind up out of bounds.
Why you
I
couldn't
don't know
stay
about you,
in?
but I can
Why that
hear
ball could not
and
stay
feel
in?
the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go!
They go play action with Lawrence.
Oh, I'm there.
What? He finds his man. Complete. It's McGee. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a
Perfect
handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right.
Perfect
They're in
throw,
man-to-man.
'cause
Maybe
I
needs
was
some safety
there.
help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else
I
beat me
was
rather than let
there.
him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, team six, let's go!
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's airing it out for
Ooh,
Williams.
why'd you do that?
And that is incomplete.
Chill out, bro.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not.
Great,
When I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard. So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Good way to
And
get
this
that
one
down.
goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
That was good, bro.
And that
Glad he dropped
incomplete.
it.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McGee.
Those things
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Here we go. Set.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Don't be like that.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. Ooh. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
I thought we was friends.
Get it. 19 strike. 19 strike. 60
On first down, Pagon.
Oh, you got to catch those.
Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Pagon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I had what I wanted.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Taken at the 37.
Chill, bro. That's crazy.
Touchdown!
That is crazy.
63 yards on a punt return score. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Will not kick it off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Pagan. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Let's go now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome.
This will be a long game.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Black Knights take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Get the first down.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Pagon. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week.
Get some rolls
no
so
longer. And you know,
ball.
with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they bring out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown.
I wouldn't be surprised if he punt this.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline.
I'm about to say,
and this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams.
I don't know how
He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown.
I don't know how.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Thank you.
They find some open field here.
Thank
and
you.
all the way down to the 36-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
This was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Turnovers. He want to run. Punts back, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I gave it back to McGee.
From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams.
Thank you.
Rifles one.
Thank you for
intercepted.
Thank you.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pagan. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Thank you.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Thank
Touchdown.
you.
Romeo
Much
Downs,
needed.
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Barons get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 28-10.
But I think I put myself too far in the hole, man.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's going to take another shot here.
Thank you.
And this one is incomplete.
Thank you.
These two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Let's go.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Hey.
Slot man moves right. Play action. It's Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Delta! Hey, over!
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Thank you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Good return.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, Pagon. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. Pagon.
Oh, come
to the
on.
goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Do I have a play? Do I have a play?
Ready, set.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pagon.
Let's go.
Touchdown!
Let's go.
A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Barons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Why you block that?
Now it's scooped up, and this
Why
is
you block
taking it
that?
right down Broadway.
I should have held it.
Pass the 20.
Good job, bro.
And he will make it into the end zone. He's
I got 2 happy.
And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime? Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Taken from about the 12.
They'll take over 1st and 10. at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And he just...
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Here's McPherson now to send it away.
That's a 9? Yeah, 9 points.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding...
This is intercepted.
That's so
Picked up by
trash.
A.J. Terrell. And his guys will take over.
So I'm throwing the ball where he throw it.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter.
Terrible.
Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all.
Yeah, of
and
course,
you come out of the locker room trailing,
now.
so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Terrible throw.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm throwing the ball
Not an easy
ahead.
spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry
He
about
just
that.
gets speed
boost. But yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
But he wanted triple team.
Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
I'm just shaking my head, yo.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah,
you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Going for the deep ball. He drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep.
Dragon 60. 19 right.
Throwing on first down. Pagan under pressure, and down he goes. Lewis Seed. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
19 tight, 19 tight, 60 average, 60 average.
Back to throw. Pagan. And he's got his man on the out route.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pagan trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Barons are able to make some inroads here to that depth.
So now I'm finna miss my field goal because connection error.